So we are on times now. We're going to stick to the facts, no speculations. And officially, what the authorities have been confirming, let's put that out in focus, especially when it comes to last evening briefing with the Union Home Minister. He had visited the blast site and those who have been impacted receiving medical treatment at the hospital. But clearly on the angles that it is now being said that the investigation that has been taking place will play out exactly what the Home Minister is of the opinion, saying that the investigative agencies are probing the blast near the Red Fort with full intensity and they will go in-depth investigation into the explosion which took place in an I-20 car. Amit Shah saying that all angles are being investigated.
And also that there's no possibility that is being ruled out. And when he was asked about whether it was a terror attack or not, Home Minister Amit Shah said that it is difficult to say what really caused the incident last evening until the samples recovered from the blast site are analysed by the forensic authorities and also the NSG that was there at the spot. As of now, teams of Delhi Police, NIA, NSG and FSL have started the probe in this matter, and Home Minister will in fact be holding a high-level meeting with the top officials today to analyse the blast. Have a look at what he said.
देखिए, हम सभी एंगल्स को ओपन रखकर सभी दृष्टि से जांच कर रहे हैं। घटना किस कारण से हुई, ये अभी कहना बहुत मुश्किल है। जब तक विस्फोट के स्पॉट पर से जो स्पेसिमेंस मिलेंगे, इसका जब तक एफएसएल का एनालिसिस, एनएसजी का एनालिसिस नहीं होता, इसके बारे में कुछ भी कहना दिक्कत है। मगर हम किसी भी एंगल को बंद नहीं मानते हैं। सभी एंगल का हम दृढ़ता के साथ आगे जांच करें।
All right, we have a breaking update coming in. As per the sources, security agencies are probing involvement of Jaish-e-Mohammed in the terror attack. The JeM module was busted, remember, yesterday, in which 8 members were arrested by the JNK police. We're learning that one accused, Dr. Umar, managed to flee, and the linkage of Dr. Umar with the car is also being investigated by the agency. Remember, one car is in question, that is I-20 car that was there at the spot in which the blast in fact took place. And we're learning that the police is trying to ascertain the linkage of Dr. Umar with the car that is also being investigated. Let me go across to my colleague Bhaktosh, who has all the details on this. Bhaktosh, the government is being very cautious when it comes to the T word, but Amit Shah yesterday made it quite clear that all the angles are being probed. But do tell us about the linkage of the car and the linkage of this case, of course, with the crackdown as far as Faridabad is concerned.
What is very clear is that the case is being probed under sections of UAPA, which is anti-terror law. So the FIR has been filed under various sections of UAPA. It is a terror case. Delhi police sources have confirmed, and under sections of BNS and also that of murder and sections of criminal conspiracy. The police, as far as police is concerned, they are looking at the possibility that the terror module that was busted by the JNK police along with the Haryana police could in many ways be linked to the car blast that took place outside the Red Fort. Now, one of the persons, if one can see the CCTV footage, is a person who was in fact driving the car when the blast took place. That happened at around 6:56 p.m. and subsequent to that, because of the impact of that blast, other cars which were in the vicinity that also got impacted. And what the police have said is that they are looking at the possibility that the huge amount of explosives that were seized from the spot, from Faridabad, could in many ways be linked to it. Now, ammonia nitrate was seized, around 2,956 kgs of ammonia nitrate was seized from the spot. Now, one of the accused, Dr. Omar, managed to flee from there. As far as the car is concerned, it was in the name of a person called Salman, who was staying in Gurugram. When he was called in for questioning, he said that it was then sold to another person called Tariq. Tariq is a resident of Pulwama, and he is someone who sold this car to Dr. Omar. Whether Dr. Omar is in any ways linked to Tariq is still under investigation, but it is clear that the car was being driven by someone who came very close to Red Fort. Now, other angles of this, other angles as far as this case is concerned are being investigated.
Okay.
They are also looking at the possibility that one of the Jaish module managed to flee from Faridabad and in some ways landed there at Red Fort.
All right. Possible linkages as far as the terror module that has been busted in Faridabad. Bhavtosh was there reporting from the inside. And of course, when it comes to teams from the Jammu and Kashmir police have also been camping there. But however, on the very same day itself, later in the day, in the evening, we're looking at this massive explosion that was reported in the national capital. Well, that angle as being investigated. Let's talk about another big update. What we are learning